friends, welcome to Solar Mama's ABCs of Solar Energy, where we're breaking down solar power one letter at a time. I'm Solar Mama, and today's letter is S for silicon, the powerhouse material converting those sunny rays into juice that lights up your living room. Think of silicon as the sturdy backbone in a bridge, providing the strength and structure that lets everything else flow smoothly. In this episode, we'll explore silicon's origins, its role in panel operation, various forms it takes, plus practical explanations to show its everyday impact. If solar feels new to you, it's like peeking under the hood of your smartwatch. Basic components driving big results. All set? Let's unpack silicon step by step. Let's start with the fundamentals. Silicon comes from quartz-rich sand and is super common, as I talked about in the quartz video. Comprises roughly 28% of the planet's outer layer. It's right behind oxygen in abundance, lurking in everything from ocean beaches to mountain stones and even garden dirt. If you were to stroll along a coastal line, basically treading on potential solar material, which is silica or silicon dioxide. And that's the starting point for this tech. For panels, we refine it into slim slices that snag sunlight and spark electricity via the photovoltaic process. So let's keep it simple. It's akin to a layered snack where silicon sheets interact with photons to shuffle electrons and produce current. Similar to jump-starting a toy with a fresh battery, the bulk of residential setups rely on silicon, with each individual panel having anywhere from 350 to 450 watts, which is planning to fuel your household gadgets off the main power line. Grasping silicon is often that aha moment, kind of like figuring out the transmission in your bike, that it shifts gears, not just the pedals. Silicon pops up in so many familiar spots outside of solar, adding to its trustworthiness. It's the key player in microchips, powering your tablet, game console, or even your thermostat regulating your home's temperature. Those compact silicone bits handle data zips in electronics and in panels, transform daylight into volts. Tough, plentiful, and adaptable, it's dominated solar since the tech's early days in the mid-20th century. First energizing space probes like the 1958 Vanguard satellite that orbited on silicon cells for ages. Nowadays, that's amplified for your home array. Your standard panel might pack anywhere from 60 by 72, 6-inch silicone units collaborating like bees in a hive. Not a alone, but a force united. Let's break down the creation process. It's like assembling a puzzle from raw pieces. Begin by superheating quartz grains to 2000 Celsius in industrial ovens to pull out the silicon. Then ultra purify it to near perfect levels, photovoltaic grade. This refined stuff is cast into hefty rods or blocks, and it's cut into wafer-thin sheets with precision tools. So it's about as thin as a credit card, and enhanced with traces of elements like boron or phosphorus to form charged zones for that energy-generating spark. Wrap it up by linking cells, adding wire, and sealing in protective layers of glass and metal. Picture crafting a gourmet sandwich. Purify the fillings, silicon, slice the bread, wafers, season for flavor, doping, and layer it all. So assemble. A typical 5 kilowatt residential rig incorporates about 50 kilos of silicon, yielding around 7,000 kilowatt hours per year in a moderately sunny area, so that could be somewhere in the Midwest or Southwest. And that's sufficient to handle a family's full load, from chilling the fridge or juicing up all the laptops. A 4 kilowatt silicon array, keep the dishwasher running for meals and the fans spinning, all courtesy of daylight, and no added charges for that evening cleanup. This setup acts as a rooftop powerhouse that never needs refueling. At dawn, the wafers kick in, turning light particles into usable flow, handling chores without grid dependency. It's liberating, akin to harvesting herbs from your windowsill. Homegrown, cost-free, and gratifying. In a sunny southern classroom, a silicon setup can power interactive boards and air circulators, operating like mini power plants, harvesting beams for education, bringing lessons to life atop the building. Let's connect it to daily items. Silicon forms the basis of semiconductors, even window panes, proving resiliency against elements like storms or gust. For solar apps, that purity boosts output. Tiny contaminants might shave off 1 to 2% performance, like a smudge on your glasses, blurring the view. Industry data shows that crystalline silicon dominates 95% of the market. Key variants include monocrystalline and polycrystalline. Mono comes from one seamless crystal, like a perfect gemstone, hitting 22 to 24% conversion rates with a uniform dark appearance. Premium choice. Pricier, but top-notch. Poly blends multiple crystals, sporting a speckled blue tone, and it's 15 to 20% rates. So more budget-friendly. Don't forget thin film versions, so bendy and non-crystalline. Ideal for portable gear or odd shapes, though it's 10 to 12%. Handy for backpacks or small devices, like a quick trail mix on the go. Most of the manufacturing happens in Asia, with China covering over 80% of polysilicon supply. American production is ramping up in places like the Southeast and Midwest, fueled by demand spikes and support programs. Selecting silicon modules is like picking durable boots for the field. They endure and perform reliably. Such an array can trim $1,800 annual expenses for tasks, from charging tools to illuminating workshops after dusk. Silicon's endurance often outlasts its guarantees. Vintage 1980s units can still deliver 80% capacity, a timeless tool that keeps on giving. Naturally, we should address the challenges transparently, as nothing is flawless. Refining silicon demands upfront power. Typically grid-sourced, sourcing involves quarrying that requires mindfulness practices to minimize harm. Yet recovery rates are soaring. This past year alone, we've seen 95% silicone reclaimed from retired units, recycling into fresh components, like upcycling fabrics into new attire. Looking ahead, silicone innovations are accelerating. Commercial peaks hit 27.03% for sizable silicon units. Research labs topping 34% with hybrid silicon perovskite. So how do you feel about silicon? Pretty fascinating how it morphs from grit into grains. Well, I think so. Let's wrap it up. Silicon anchors solar panels. It's the foundation stone of renewable vibes, evolving plain earth into potent force. So thank you for joining Solar Mama's ABCs of Solar Energy. Comment below what you took away from this episode. Make sure to like, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next episode.